Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to start on a series of videos. I'm going to try to show you how I make this type of journal. It'll be a different design completely, like the papers will be different, but the overall, like the cover will be the same. It'll have 3 signatures in it. This is my personal journal that I write in. So I'll do some of the things the same. It's one that I've started using, so yeah, I'll make kind of the same pockets and things, but I will show you from start to finish how I make the cover, how I make the spine, how I sew the signatures in, how I pick my papers out, and the whole kit and caboodle. So it may take me a while to do it. It'll be more than one video for sure. It'll be several. I think I'll do like where I make the cover will be today, and then I'll see how far I get. So the first thing I'm going to use is my scoreboard, and I use it for cutting and measuring. And for the cover I use cardstock, but I use it from like, this is from like Little Debbie Cakes or whatever the cakes, from popsicle boxes. Here's a Cinnabon box, and just from any kind of cardstock that you have. So I think I'm going to use a couple of bigger pieces, so I'll use these. And I like to glue 2 pieces together. That makes it even stronger. So there's that. And then I will use a piece for the spine. So I will use, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces here. And my book will be, let me measure my book and show you. I'm sorry, it'll probably be a long process video because I'm not used to making videos like this, but I will try my best. So it will be 6 inches wide and 8 inches long. So it's a pretty good size book. So we'll do, I will save this one for the spine. So we will measure these and make sure you have a sharp blade in there. So 8 inches long, and I will start like this. I'll leave a little bit here so I can cut it, make sure I cut it there straight. So there's that. And now we are going to, I'm just going to cut around them all once just to make sure that everything is straight. So now I'm going to measure here. 8 inches is there. Can you even see this? I hope so. There we go. So that's 8 inches long. Now we're going to do 6 inches wide, and this time I will be precise. So this is how long, this is the cover of our book, how long and how wide it will be. So I will do this one just like that. And sometimes it doesn't want to cut straight, so 6 inches wide, like so. and 8 inches long. I like to start from that end. Oh my goodness, it's stuck good. I really love this punch board. Can't speak. This punch board. It is the We Are Memory Keepers. It's not a punch board. Scoreboard. So there's that. We have one side of the book done, and they match up, so that's perfect. Now we'll do the other side. If you have cardstock that you know is straight, then you don't have to go through all of this. And sometimes I get confused. So I'm measuring out 6 inches here. I just want to make sure everything is straight. There we go. And 8 inches this way. There's that one. And you could keep these if you like. To put on stickers on and fussy cut them to make them nice and sturdy. This one I'll keep because it's nice and big, and that one I'll just throw out. So there's one. And now we need one more. So just make sure it's straight here. And 8 inches. So people were asking me to do this, to do my whole process, and that's why I'm doing it. It may be boring to some people, but they wanted to see it, so I am going to do it for them. So here is the other side of the book. So now I've got 4 pieces here. Now I'm going to do the spine, and I'm just going to make sure I start off with straight edges. So, and I'm going to measure my spine here and see how wide my spine is, and it is 3 inches. I usually do an inch per spine, or per signature. You have to excuse me, I don't know all the terminology yet. I've learned a lot by watching Gail Antonelli, I think is her name. She has taught me a lot. So this has to be 8 inches long because this will be the spine. So measure 8. There we go. There is one of our spine pieces, and I think I'm going to do 3. I have to push a little more. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my hands, so you have to excuse that. And I will measure 3 inches here, and I'm trying to rush it, so I will slow down and calm down. That's 3 inches, and now I measure 8. And my books are very, very strong and sturdy, so yeah, that's why it takes me a while to put them together. So there's 2 of them. I'm going to make one more just in case I decide to use one more. That way I have an extra one, because this paper feels a little thinner. So here I'm measuring 3 inches again. And I like to get my garbage out of the way as soon as I can. That way I can deal with what I'm working with, and I know where everything is. So now we're going to measure 8 inches, and this is the last one. And there we go. Now I have 3 of these and 4 of these. So that's going to be it for my scoreboard right now. Put that to the side. Now I'm going to glue 2 and 2 together. And I like to glue them together this way. That way you have the outsides the same. Even though I'm going to put paper over it, I still like to have them the same, looking the same, like the craft paper side out. And I like to use this Elmer's white glue, or clear glue, but you can use any glue for this. And I like to put it all over, like so, and then put them together. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. And just give it a really good push with your bone folder. Make sure the corners are nice. There's that one. I hope you're all doing well. It's been very hectic at our house. Lots of things happening. Yeah. But crafting is so relaxing for me. And for some reason, there's a little edge there, but that's okay. It's not a big deal, but I'm going to measure it just to make sure what happened. Yeah, I guess I made it a little bit shorter. Oh well, I'll just make sure that that's on the outside, or on the inside. And make sure these are stuck together good. There we go. And now I will stick these 3 together. That looks so yummy. Should have brought my coffee down here. And I'll put glue on this one right away too. That way it's ready to go. There we go. Add this one right away too. And I like to give the spine just a little more thickness to it. And I've watched a lot of videos, but one especially that comes to mind is Gail Antonelli. She has done so many videos, and she is just a very lovely lady. So if you don't understand what I'm doing here and you want further instructions, go to her video. I will link her channel, and she explains things so well. I hope I'm doing a good job as well. I'm trying. So now, normally I would leave this all to dry for a while, but I'm gonna cover them right away. And the paper pad that I'm using is this. I got this at Joann's a couple of, probably about a year ago, I would say. And it's newsworthy, and it has, I think 180 pages in it. Yeah, 180 sheets. 60 designs, 3 of each. So I really, really liked all these, and I'm going for a vintage journal. So the ones that I decided to use, well, it was between, let me see here, I had them pulled out. I had either this car one or this key one. So I think I'm going to go with the key one. I really like that one. And this is just one-sided paper, and it's not very thick at all. So I'm going to go with this and then maybe use this in the book, the car one, the old-fashioned car. Yeah, and I've used quite a bit of this from this book already, and I just love it. And I think I got it like for $6 at Joann's. So what I'm going to do here is start out with making sure that the keys are all facing the right way. That I don't know if I can actually do one upside down or not. Yes, I think there is a right way. So this would be the right way for me here. Now what I'm going to do is glue 2 sheets together because one is not enough. So I'm going to do the 2 sheets, and I'll use my little nozzle with the little tip here so I don't get too much glue in there. I have beads all over my desk. And I will put this on. Make sure it's straight. And use my bone folder. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to turn it over. Actually, what I'm going to do now is add the tape. And I like to use tape to glue the covers on. So I will be putting the tape on first. And this is just the regular double-sided tape. I could use my ATG gun. I don't know why I'm not using it. It should get out. I like this tape better actually than the one that comes out of the ATG gun. And just make sure you get enough tape on there that it will stay securely. And make sure your papers are staying straight. And go over it with your bone folder. And I have to tell you, I am a messy crafter, so things will be all over the place. I try to keep it neat, but it doesn't always happen. I really do try, and before I know it, my desk is a mess. And I hope I'm keeping everything in view. After I watch this video, how I did it, I'll probably figure out where not to go on the table here so that you can see everything that I'm doing. I mean, this is very boring anyway, putting on tape. So there's that. And just make sure everything is aligned and straight again. There we go. Now we'll do this little guy. I love this white cardstock. I wish I had all of it like that, but If you use cereal boxes and things, they don't always come in this white color. But that's okay. It really doesn't matter, because you're going to cover it up with beautiful paper anyway. And I like to make sure the spine has lots of tape on it so that it is really, really strong. Nothing hanging over. And give it a good push. There we go. Now we will grab our paper here. And at this point, it doesn't matter which way you glue these or tape these on. I like to use my, or put my spine on first. That way I can figure out where the middle is. And I use my pokey tool to remove the tape. Comes in very, very handy. And my hands don't want to work today. So, let's see here. This is about the middle, but, oops, right here. And I just kind of eyeball stuff. I like to eyeball stuff. So plop that on. Give it a good push. Then take off the rest of the tape. This is the fun part for me, taking the tape off. I love it. I find it's relaxing. And then make sure you leave a little room here, kind of like this, and make sure this one is not straight. What's going on? So make sure you leave a little room here for it to bend, and line it up nice and straight and push it down. Oh dear, don't do that. And take the other one and do the same. Like so. And leave a little, I would say about 1/4 of an inch or so. Like that. And push it down. There, now you are ready to fold it over, but you need your tape first. And I will clean up my pieces of garbage here. So now you add tape on this side. And you just make sure that it goes in there, in the little crevice there. Push it in there with your finger, like so. And make sure it's nice and stuck. And it seems to me this does not want to stick. So if you notice that something's coming up, just add a little bit of glue and push it down. And do the same for this side. Oh, I'm out of glue here, or tape. So I'll get some more tape. Here I go, new roll of tape. Yeah, I'm still finding them at Dollar Tree, but I know they're getting fewer and fewer rolls out there of this kind of tape. So I hope they continue to make this tape because I really, really like it. Now you don't have to worry too much about the inside yet, this part, because yeah, we're gonna fix that. Now, let me see, what am I gonna do next? I have to think too. So we're gonna bend this over, and you can add your tape here on the outside. Oops. And over here you're going to cut some off, so I'm not going to put the tape there right now. So just make sure everything is down good. Like so. And then I am going to grab my scissor, and I'm going to make a little cut here, almost to the corner, but not quite. And can you see that? I don't think you can see that. And then I'm going to make a slanted cut here, almost to the corner. And I will do the same here. Going that way. And you can save these papers to add as embellishments something. And I will do the same here. Cut almost to the corner, but not quite. And some people are very particular. They measure and measure. I don't know. I just don't. There we go. So this is what you're left with. This is how it looks. Now, I will add my tape to the sides here. I don't like to waste tape. That's why I wait till I first cut off the corners, and then I add my tape. I know it doesn't use that much tape, but it's just the way my mind thinks. Waste not, right? It's the way I grew up. Oops, can you see that? Yep. Right now it looks kind of weird, but yeah, once it's all bent the way it's supposed to be, it'll look very pretty. Okay, now make sure all your tape is down and it's not doing this. See, this way you can see that I have little boo-boos too. See what I did here? This came up. And it's okay. You just fix it and move on. See here it's coming up too. Just make sure that it's nice and flat, or it starts pulling up your paper. And now you can start taking your tape off. Lots and lots of tape to take off. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Make sure it's flat. Whoops. There, I ripped the tape off. Some people have such perfect videos, and I'm like, how do they do that? No, mine are not. Mine are not perfect. Mine are, yeah. Mine are the real me. But some people are that perfect. They can do things without making a little mess or a glitch, you know. That wouldn't be me. Okay, that one. There we go. Oops. And I think I got it all off. Okay. Now I like to start with the sides. So I take my bone folder and I go like that. Just push it a little bit. That way it's easier to bend over. And I think I missed a tape here. Yes, I did. There we go. So then, yeah, it's easier to fold over. Like this. And then I will do this side. And just go slowly. That way you don't mess it up. Like so. Like that. That way you don't mess it up like that. There we go. Then you can start with the corners. Now, the way I do the corners is I take it like this. And I try to fold around the corners. Now this one turned out pretty good. I'm surprised. And I just push with my nail in there a little bit, or you can take your bone folder and just push it in like that. And then run your bone folder along the side here. And just pull it over, like so. There we go. There's that side. And now we'll work on this side. So try to push the edge in like this with your finger if you've left room there. I like to leave a little bit of space so that I can fold that over. And run along with your bone folder, like so. And pull. That way you get a nice crisp corner. There we go. Now you can run over everything with the bone folder like this. And with this, we'll worry about later. Now you can take your bone folder and go like this. And work the other side. Like so. And here you have your cover for your journal. So this is going to be quite a large journal. I didn't even think that it would be that big. Let me see what it turned out to be. So it's about, it turned out to be 3.5, the spine, and a little bit over 6. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't listen to me when I say a specific size, but yeah, it's perfect. I love it. And so this is what it turned out like. And my next video will be, I believe it will be how I do the inside and how I pick out my papers for my, what do you call that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, for my signatures. There we go, for my signatures. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you look out for the next video. This one will be named tutorial number 1, journal. So the next one will be tutorial number 2 for the journal. So thank you for watching. Please like this channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.